Unlike the Bugatti Veyron, it's not necessary to feel around under the dashboard to turn the traction off. You just turn it off. And now, 1,000 horsepower is all mine. This is going to get me into trouble. I've got 6,500 revs on the clock. Long did it. Whoa, 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 bit of body rubbing. Oh, spoiler, spoiler. Hedges, hedges, hedges.
The Shelby Mustang it's based on costs a bargain $68,000, but the mods rack up to $150,000. The payoff, 0 to 60 in just 2.5 seconds.
Of course, it's not just power of brakes they've done here. They've transformed the suspension. It's got new shockers. It's got stiffer anti-roll bars. And really, for a stiff car, it's amazing how well it's taking the uneven undulations of this wild country road. I love changing gear. I'm not flapping pedals, I'm changing gear. When I open the throttle wide, a little green light comes on just ahead of me on the dashboard, and that's telling me that the methanol has been injected into the cylinders. Because when it's producing 1,000 horsepower, it needs that to keep the cylinder temperatures from melting point. And it just surges forward, really, whatever gear you're in, it just gets quicker and quicker. Well, this is certainly quite an animal. It's big, it's brutish, it's very American.
I was worried that this car would just be a headline grabber, all power and no finesse. But I'm happy to be proved wrong. This monster has actually left me with a bigger grin than a Bugatti Veyron.
If Satan was a car, this would be Satan.
This feels very wrong indeed, but I like it. How tempted are you to just give it a bit of a squirt?
All the time.
All the time?
Yeah, it's an adrenaline rush.
It's actually quite comfortable as well.
It was built to be usable. I didn't want it to be some sort of car that was just absolutely terrible to drive on the road.
During everyday motoring, Red Victor 1 returns about 5 miles to the gallon. Fuel stops are a regular thing.
So, how easy is it to actually drive this thing?
Really easy, just as easy as any other car. It's just the fact that you have to be aware that you've got 2,000 odd horsepower under your foot if you put it down.
Give it a squirt. That is naughty. Just driving this car on the road just feels completely perverse. It must be quite a strange feeling driving along on the road knowing that there is not one car that can beat us.
Yeah, it
is. So far, Charlie's had his Rover up to a slightly worrying 120 miles an hour. Today's mission, however, is to go faster. Much faster. Who knows, above 120 miles an hour, this thing could take off.
Wheel spin, a lot. We're doing 70 already. We're doing 80 already. We're doing 90 already. 1,550 pounds-feet, V12, 27 litre. We would have been on this runway in an aeroplane with this engine, and it would be taking off around about now, but we're staying on the ground, I hope. At 1,500 RPM, it's doing 120. We're now doing 128 miles an hour, 135 miles an hour, 139, 40, 145, wow, 147, 49, just under 2,000, 150 now, 150, 151, 152, 153, 154, 155, 157, 158, 159, 160, 161, 162. I can smell your brake pads.
Yeah, I'll bet you can. I can.
That's really good.
Thanks very much.
That is great.
It's been a pleasure.
It felt like a miracle, but Charlie's not stopping there. He's aiming to hit 200 miles an hour in the next 12 months. And the only place in Europe where this is possible? A runway in Germany. Charlie, you're a ruddy hero.
Come on, what's the horsepower? It's got to be packing some serious punch.
It works out about 2,000 to 2,200 horsepower.
I think it's really important that I go out for a drive in it now. I think just lifted off. How much throttle was that?
Tiny.
Was it?
Yeah.
After a quick burnout to warm up the tyres,
Oh man, smoke in the cabin.
it was time to see if we could beat Red Victor's 7.6 seconds.
Okay, here we go. Hope that this could be a half decent run. Turbos are winding up. Oh my God! Oh my God! That is insane! Oh, I think I might have gone to the toilet. How was that? Was that okay?
I can't tell.
No?
It felt too good.
We didn't quite make 7.6, but 7.8 was still an incredible result when you take into account there was a 12-stone passenger on board.
I never thought I'd be chasing a Land Rover Defender in a little Fiat. Ooh, don't like the look of this. I think I've got a better steering lock.